Hey guys, it's Woody Mark here, coming with a brand new player predictions video where we try to predict some of the players for FIFA 15, and this one we're going to be doing some of the Real Madrid players because some of them I've missed out and some of them are quite interesting to talk about. Now, you're going to say, where's Messi? No, where's Ronaldo, Bale, Di Maria? Some players I've already done in previous episodes, so go and check it out. Some will be listed just names. Some will be Argentina players like Di Maria, for instance. Now remember, these are just my opinions or what I think EA will rate them in FIFA 15. So remember, EA always get it wrong, so it's kind of like, yeah, so either one of the two, it's either what I think or what EA may think. But put your opinions below and please respect my opinions as well, and let's get into the video. The first player we are going to be talking about is Benzema, who I know a little bit about but not too much, and I realised his picture is actually covering a bit of the heading text, so sorry about that, but I've given him a rating of 85 because he's still a top striker. I think he's still scoring a good amount of goals for Real Madrid, but can do better. Still got that pace, so 84. Passing, can still play the ball. Dribbling, just a minor downgrade. I don't think he has 82 dribbling, but I might be wrong. Shooting +1, very good finisher still, thought he was worthy of a 1 upgrade. And defending, I don't really know. I think I was supposed to keep that as a 0, not a downgrade, my apologies. And heading, he seemed a little bit better than a 76, so I made it a 78. But this player I don't know too much about, so you guys will know more than me. So any opinions, put them below. The next player we are going to be talking about is Casillas. Now this is actually the first goalkeeper I've done in my player predictions videos, which is completely and utterly ridiculous considering this must be my 10th video or something, or like my 50th odd player, so quite impressive actually. But overall rating of 83, as I think ability wise he hasn't gone down as much. It's just he's a lot more rusty than he used to be. So 83, diving down by 83, handling down, pretty much everything I put down, but this is more what I believe EA might put him as, because I actually haven't seen him play too much. So think of this not as my opinion, but of what EA's opinion might be of him, because I could be completely wrong. He still could be, if he played every single game, worthy of an 85 rating. I don't know. So put your opinions below and into the next player. Modric, a very, very good player in my opinion. I've given him a rating of 85 because I believe, well, in a way I wanted to give him 86, but I knew I would get hate for that for a player I'm about to talk about next. But rating of 85 because he is class. I feel pace, he's a little bit better. Passing, looking at his passing, is actually very, very good. Now what you have to consider with Modric, he plays a little bit deeper than like a David Silva or someone like that. It's the first name that popped into my head. But dribbling, very good on the ball, so 1 upgrade. Shooting can still be improved, he can still get more goals, which is probably the negative of his game. Not that his shot is bad, because 74 is still alright. It's the fact, if it was 80 odd, he would be worthy of a 87, 88, and he would be considered arguably the best midfielder in the world because he would get a ton of goals. But again, he has a little bit lower than Iniesta just because his passing isn't that sensational in comparison. And defending and heading, I don't know too much, but of what I've seen of him, he's a class midfielder, and I know he played very well this season. At times people were actually calling him one of Real Madrid's best players or the shining star. I'm pretty sure that might have been this season, or I think it was this season, but yep, that's Luka Modric. And into our next defender. So the defender we are going to be talking about is Sergio Ramos. Now this player I actually don't know too much about. Like, as you probably know from my videos, I pretty much don't know many players that haven't played in the Premier League, to be perfectly honest, and even them I'm doubtful of. So this player, it's more you guys put it below than anything, but I'll do my best as always. But 86 kept it the same. I know he's still a very world-class defender. Pace downgraded by 1. I don't think he was worthy of an 80 perhaps. Passing, dribbling and shooting I do not know too much about. 83 defending, I feel at times he can be quite a rash defender. so I thought a downgrade by 1 might be necessary, and his heading is actually superb, so I made that an 87 rating. Like, if you consider maybe winning the balls, he's not as great because he's only 6 foot, but based on his actual heading ability, it's quite brilliant, so hence the 87. But into our last final player, who you probably guessed because of the picture at the beginning. And the final player we are going to be talking about is James Rodriguez, or James Rodriguez, however you want to call him. Now, when discussing this player, I want you guys to note he's actually only had 1 season in a top kind of league, because before he joined Monaco he was at Porto, and then he joined Monaco, hasn't played in the he has played in the Champions League for Porto, I suppose, but he didn't play the Champions League that season and hasn't played in one of the 3 major leagues, hence why I've only limited him to an 86 rating, as I kind of believe he isn't proven enough to have an 87 or an 88. If he does well at Real Madrid, then I would be more than happy to give him that higher rating. And I actually wanted to give Modric an 86 rating, but I kind of felt, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. But pace, 79, he has good pace, but you could tell he wasn't fast or electric with some of the highlights, but passing he's disguisedly good. It doesn't seem like he is as good as the Spanish players, but he seems to do that final ball pretty well and does good spin on it, and just his through balls are actually very good. And dribbling, he's good on the ball, like, doesn't look as good, but he does have very good control. Shooting, 83, he has a good shot, and his finishing has been a bit more proven in the World Cup and the highlights that I've seen of him in the French league, so I increased that by 3. Defending, don't really know, and heading, he scored a few header goals, but it's still a significant weakness. So that's the end of the video. Have enjoyed it, hit the like button, say 1 comments below, and I know I think it was 2 videos ago, my Swansea video, some people actually didn't understand that it's my opinions and how I know nothing about football and it's like EA's predictions. Just remember, I'm not the football encyclopedia, so you've got to be cool about it, okay? But it's been Woody Mark, and I am out of here. See ya, guys.